Okay, this week's topic is healthy eating on the go. So, I know you guys have got this whole thing down pretty tight on your day-to-day as far as planning and prepping and taking food with you to work. But you're definitely going to find that you are going to end up with events, parties, just going out to eat, things like that that are part of our normal day-to-day life that you need to be prepared for. So this week's success strategy is really just teaching you some general tips and tricks to do that in a safe way so that you don't completely do the wrong thing and end up messing up. So the very first part of this has to do with restaurant dining. Now, first of all, if you have any control over where you are going, and sometimes you won't, but if you do, make sure that the restaurant that you pick is going to be one where you can make appropriate choices. Don't set yourself up to fail by going to an Italian restaurant or, a restaurant that just literally has no options for you to eat healthy. And granted, you can still make healthier choices at an Italian restaurant. You can do the best that you can do with what you have to work with, but you will find that there are some restaurants where you will have lots more options than others, okay? So one tip that I have for you, if you know that there are just not going to be a lot of options at all, you might go ahead and eat your meal at home. And then when you get to the restaurant, maybe you can just have like a side salad or something like that, or some vegetables. But if you know that there are not any options available for you, that may be your safest bet. Also, making sure that you have a snack maybe an hour or so before you go will really help to ensure that you don't show up hungry, which sometimes causes us to make poor choices. Okay, lots and lots of water. You should be doing that anyway, but a lot of times having that extra water in us and then drinking water throughout the time that we're at the restaurant as well keeps us feeling fuller. So we're not feeling hungry or deprived or anything like that. And in that way, we don't end up maybe eating more than we should as far as our portions go, or ordering the wrong things because we're hungry. One of the very best ways for you to be able to know exactly what you're getting into ahead of time is to figure out where you're going. Almost every restaurant these days has a menu online. So you can get on there, make your choices. Most of them will have the calorie count, the fat grams, carb grams, protein, all of that listed on their food items. So that way you can get a really good idea of what your game plan is before you ever go into the restaurant. So pick the healthiest choices. That way you don't even have to open your menu when you get there. This is an obvious one. If you can just not even have them bring a bread basket to the table, that way you don't have to sit and try to just rely on your willpower to stay out of it. Same with the dessert menu. If it's on the table, it's going to be really hard for you to stay away from. So just help reduce your potential for problems by not even having either one of these be an option. One thing that you can do also is have some soup or a salad before your meal. That really does a lot for helping you feel full. It makes it to where you don't eat as much when you get your entree. And actually, with your soup, you want to make sure that you're not doing a cream-based soup, that you're doing more of a broth or tomato-based soup. That's going to have the least amount of calories, but that will definitely fill you up a little bit so that you don't overeat. Don't be afraid to order it the way you want it. A lot of people are concerned to make changes and they feel like they can't order any way that's different from what's on the menu. So There are so many people with different food restrictions these days that the wait staff, they're used to people ordering very specific meals and ordering even off the menu. So you can always usually find a protein. So it might be some fish, it might be a chicken, or even a steak. You can ask them to cook it, you know, a certain way, grilled, no butter, no extra oils if you choose. And it's always, you can always do a salad and then extra vegetables. So instead of having the baked potato or the sweet potato or the fries sitting on your plate tempting you, order it without that. Just swap it out for an extra vegetable so that it's not in front of you taunting you while you're eating. Make sure when you do have a salad that the dressing is on the side. I can't tell you how many times I've ordered a salad thinking I was ordering the healthiest option on the menu and have it come with just soaked in so much dressing that I can't even eat it. You might as well have a cheeseburger, because a lot of the times when you order a salad that comes dressed, it has got so many calories. So just order the dressing on the side so you're a little bit more in control. You can always do an oil and vinegar dressing. You can ask for a little bit of olive oil and some lemon. Most places do have a vinaigrette, and that's usually pretty safe, but I always like to ask for mine on the side just so that I can control. Alcohol, that is one area that really, really, really adds up fast as far as calories. So if you do end up having alcohol, probably your best bet is to do like a sparkling cider or mineral or sparkling water or mineral water with a squeeze of lemon and a little bit of vodka in it. It's probably, I think that is about 80 calories, so that's not going to do a ton of damage. But keep in mind, when you're drinking alcohol, your ability to make good decisions goes down drastically. So as far as staying healthy, eating the right portions, avoiding the dessert when it comes at the end, all of that is very much easier if you avoid the alcohol to begin with. Just maybe order a sparkling water or seltzer water and have a squeeze of lemon in there so it feels like you're having that alcoholic beverage, but it's nice and clean and you won't regret it the next day. Portion control, we talked about. Most restaurants, their serving sizes are 2 to 3 times what the actual portion should be. So either split with someone or just ask for a doggy bag up front. Know that you're going to take a good portion of it home, and that adds a little more bang to your buck anyway. But never, if you just leave it on the table, you're going to sit and pick at it. So either split it with someone right off the bat, or package half of it up, put it in the doggy bag so that it's not even on your plate anymore. That's going to save you having, again, to practice that control. And then really, when we're out with people, when we're with our family or our coworkers, it's about the experience. And I don't want you sitting feeling like you're deprived because you can't have certain things. I want your focus to really, really, really be on enjoying yourself, enjoying your company, and have that be what it's about, not about the food. Okay. So let's talk about parties and maybe events or things that you might end up going to. Now, a lot of these same rules apply as the restaurant. If you're not sure if there's going to be a safe option for you, you can either have a snack before you leave to go to the event or party. You can take your appropriate food with you to the event or party. Again, you want to drink lots of water so that you're not feeling hungry. One of the biggest things, usually a lot of times parties and events will have more of a buffet style dinner. So just make sure that you're not standing, visiting next to the food trays and the food line. That is going to be, again, where temptation happens. And if you're just there and it's readily available, you might not even be aware of the food that you're actually taking in. Again, avoiding the breadbasket and dessert, having soup or salad if that's an option. Those are going to help fill you up in advance so that you make proper decisions. You're not making your decisions based on hunger, and you have a little bit more control. Again, keeping it simple. If you're at a buffet, kind of take a quick glance at everything that's available and know that you're always the safest going with just a plain protein and vegetables, salad. All of that is going to be totally safe for you. Again, ditch the alcohol if you can. Try to do a sparkling water or lemon water, or maybe if you have a glass of wine, make sure that you're putting a couple of waters in between the glasses of wine. Just be smart about it. I believe a glass of wine is about 125 calories, so that adds up pretty quick. Plus, it's sugar, so that's definitely going to trigger some sugar cravings, and it can throw you off just in general. So try to really, really limit your alcohol intake. And again, enjoying yourself. It's more about the people that you're with and the experience than it is about the food. So find that balance and really focus on, even if you do eat off of your plan and completely screw it up, start over fresh the next day. Give yourself a little grace, a little forgiveness, and start fresh. I mean, I definitely want you guys to have as much willpower as you possibly can. I want you to create some new habits and behaviors so that making the right choices is just a habit for you. But if you do get off track, I mean, we're all human, and food is part of everything that we do. So forgive yourself. Don't feel guilty about it. Just move forward the next day and it will be totally fine. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about some grab-and-go snacks. Now, some of this you're probably already doing, but these are some of my very favorite snacks that are high in protein, high in fiber. Most of them don't need a ton of refrigeration, so they're pretty simple, and they are very portable. So one of my favorites is hard-boiled eggs. I will peel them and put 2 or 3 in a baggie. That way I've got 3 good ounces of protein no matter what situation I'm in. If I get off track in my day or off schedule, I know I've got a good quality protein source available. I like to do deviled eggs with hummus. Greek yogurt and almonds is a great option. Nut butter and apples or celery. Make sure with your nut butters you're doing the cleanest version possible. You can go to most of the stores these days will have the little deal where you can grind your own, so you know that there's no sugar in there. Oh, sorry about that. There's no sugar in there. Wow, I apologize. So just make sure it's as clean as possible. A lot of the nut butters and peanut butters, things like that, they have got a ton of sugar. So be very, very careful there. Cottage cheese and fruit, that's another go-to for me. Chicken and turkey lettuce wraps. You know what? You can put almost anything in a lettuce wrap. So maybe you had some ground chicken tacos the night before. Just take that in a little container with some romaine lettuce leaves, and you've got a really quick and easy snack. Almonds and apple, homemade jerky is always a great option for high protein. Tuna salad and lettuce leaves, cucumbers and hummus. Vegetables and homemade dressings. By now you've played around a little bit with making your own dressings, which is a fantastic option. You're eliminating a lot of artificial ingredients and sugar by making it yourself. It's very, very simple. Protein shakes. That's a fantastic go-to for me. I do protein shakes every single day. Cheese stick and an apple, egg McMuffins. That's basically not the kind you get at McDonald's, but you just take your eggs and ham and vegetables and bake it up in a little muffin tin. They are super yummy, very portable, really good go-to snack. And then avocados, I love avocados. I eat them every single day. It's a great source of healthy fats, so it's really good for brain health, and every part of your body works better if you're taking in the appropriate amount of healthy fats. So these are all things that I utilize on a daily basis. So I hope that that helps you get some ideas on what you can take with you so that you've always got the right food available in any situation. So I hope that helps. You guys have a fabulous week, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.